Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of our JustNoMil. In today's episode, am I overreacting? I'm pregnant and don't want my mill here. Update. Emile tried to end my marriage and it's giving husband hints she wants to visit us again. Please let us enjoy our summer without any complaints. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Am I overreacting? I'm pregnant and don't want my mill here. I will try to be brief, but it's a long story. Me, 31F, and so, 36, have been together for almost 12 years. We moved to another country 6 years ago. I thought I had a good relationship with my MIL, although I've seen her crazy behavior towards others several times. She drinks every weekend to the point she starts being violent and starts a drama. She provokes people and plays the victim later. What confused me very much was that she was an awesome person when she was not drunk. So I only thought she had a tough life and depression issues. Very silly of me. But in reality, I should have seen she doesn't talk to any family members, and she said they are all wrong and ungrateful and treated her so bad after everything she's done for them. Of course, she does not mention what she did to provoke them. Fast forward to last year. She came to stay with us for 4 months. 10 days after she arrived, she decided to drink on the weekend. I had gone Christmas shopping with my sister and niece, and we spent the entire day out. My MIL started sending me weird messages, and my husband told me later she was implying I wasn't with my sister. This caused a huge fight, and I told her to respect me at my house. At this point, I started seeing who she really was. I could hear she talking shit about me with his siblings. 2 to 3 fights happened during this period, and I felt my husband was not backing me up. I was trying to ignore all of this because I knew he missed his family so much, and mine also live here, so I tried to do it for him. But it was an absolute nightmare, and I held lots of resentment towards him. One day she left her phone with me, and I know I was wrong, but I saw so much shit about me and my family in a conversation with my BIL. It also caused a huge fight, and I couldn't hate all of them more. She ended up leaving early after I told her if I heard her talking shit about me, she'd go to a hotel. Once she returns, a friend told us she would spend the entire day bad-mouthing me to his mom, who was also visiting, saying she was sure I was cheating on my husband with one friend of ours. My husband finally reacted and said a lot to his mom. She attacked the woman later with nasty messages and ended up blocked. It's been a year I'm in C with her and his brother. The other one I don't like as well, but he's not blocked. So Stills talks to her weekly. I am now 12W pregnant and I hear their conversation. She always asks about the baby, never about me, like I'm an incubator LOL. She even said the baby looked like him from a 12W ultrasound. Today I heard she asked how far along am I and when is the due date. She's obsessed with her only grandchild, BIL's son 9 years old, and even said she wanted to take him from his mom because she'd take better care of him. My SIL never leaves him alone with her, thankfully. Anyway, I'm freaking out that she will offer to come and help, and I absolutely don't want this woman here at all. I don't know how my husband would react if she starts insisting on coming here. He said I don't need to worry, but it's very defensive about FMIL. I am aware I have a so problem because she can manipulate him easily with her dramas. I swear I'd leave this house if she comes here. I want my mom to be here. I am freaking about this because I remember how jealous she was of my SIL's mom when my nephew was born. She wanted to be the first, the most important, and etc. She's also very jealous of my mom and our relationship. If I have a girl, she will be absolutely crazy because it was her dream and she had only 3 boys. I'm not sure if I'm overthinking this, but I feel she'll ask to come here. When she left, even after all fights, she said something like, "If you guys have a kid, I'll come to help." Actually, not sure if you will want because you have your mom, huh? Which I replied, yes, I have my mom here and it's all good. She also cried when my husband told her I was pregnant, saying she loved me and was devastated because she would never get to know her grandchild. She's just a narcissistic I dislike so much. How can I prepare for this situation? Tell DH that you will leave your home if she comes, and then be ready to follow through. Prepare you family so they know. Show him that this is truly a boundary and not a request. I'd say start having really serious conversations with your so and prepare him for what you expect. Start working on a master plan including expectations, conditions, and consequences. Lay them out for your partner. This way he cannot claim ignorance or guilt trip you like in the case you leave the house she sets foot into it. You need to have a very direct conversation with your husband. Having a child does not change anything about the way she treated you and is currently treating you. I never know how to emphasize enough just how crucially important it is to protect the postpartum period for new moms. Imagine me sitting with you, us having coffee and you venting about her as if we were friends. I would be close to shaking you trying to express the importance and mental health risks. You do not need to allow this woman into your life just because you are having her son's child. You do not need to allow your child to have a relationship with her. It may be painful for him, but ultimately it's way more important to protect your peace, your mental and physical health, as well as your child's mental and physical health. A baby is not a toy. It is a real human who does not need to be used and abused by a narcissist. Husband needs to see this as clearly as possible. Good luck. The answer is no. This is so bad that I would be willing to leave my husband if he ever tried to bring his disrespectful, hateful mother in my home for 4 months again. You're not overreacting. I can't imagine anyone wanting that around, especially Paige's. She already knows how she set this up. That's why she's crying. Next time she says she's not going to know her grandchild, your husband should agree and remind her that she's only herself to blame. You need to tell him absolutely not. She has disrespected you too many times. If he can't see that, then there is something wrong with him. So sorry you have to deal with her. She sounds just terrible. She really is. And her 3 kids always forgive her no matter what she does. So she keep doing whatever she wants. Tell your husband that you cannot stay in a house with his mother for any length of time. If he brings her into your home during your pregnancy or postpartum, you will be leaving to go somewhere more peaceful. Have a plan. Your mother and his are not equal. Squelch that when he tries it. Your mother will be there for your benefit. His mother will be there for her benefit. You are not just his co-parent. You are the patient. Update. Emile tried to end my marriage, and it's giving husband hints she wants to visit us again. I'm in C for more than a year and expecting our first child, and she's giving husband hints she wants to come here. I took the amazing advice I got from you guys and talked to my husband about, and I was clear I do not want her here ever again. He agreed with me, and he said he does not want it either as she made his life hell. Today I heard a conversation where she started implying, if I ever have a chance to visit again, I'd like to go to such and such place. He changed the subject, and she also mentioned sending some money to buy things for our baby. I do not want nor need her money for anything, and I feel if he accepts it she will feel somehow entitled. Anyways, as this is such a trigger for me, I told him I heard the conversation and told him again I do not want her here at all, even if she starts guilt-tripping him. He said I should not even worry about it because he does not want her here and she's absolutely not coming. She can meet the baby when we visit our home country. I'm more relieved now that he agrees with me, but she's absolutely manipulative, and I know she will try as much as she can. I honestly don't know how this B*TSH thinks she can visit my house, even not having any contact with me at all. I blocked her on absolutely everything. Just ranting, and thanks for listening. Edit. Thank you very much for all the advice. I really wanted to never see this woman again and not let her around my child at all. The problem is my husband is very afraid of her as he grew in this type of environment, and he tries to avoid conflicts, which does not help because she will start fights whenever she wants to, no matter how much he tries to avoid it. I'm pretty sure he will never say, "We don't want you to come," but I am totally up to tell her myself she's not welcome here and even get a divorce if he ever forces me to accept her in my life again. I'm already pushing beyond my boundaries for him by allowing her to meet my child one day, and this is all I can do for him. If he's not willing to respect me as his wife, I respect myself and my mental health. It really looks he's by my side now, but when she was here, he did not back me up, and I am still very traumatized and scared she will manipulate him. Mother, the last time you were here, you tried to ruin my marriage. You tried to manipulate me, you lied to me, and you lied to many people about my dear wife. When we are in our home country, If you act like a kind human being, I imagine we will allow you to meet our child. But let me be clear that you will never be welcomed back here." Why can't he say something like this? Why avoid the subject with her? Is it because she's so far away? It's easier not to poke the bear, so to speak? I'm just going to throw it out there. If my MIL were to attempt to end my marriage and then felt entitled to meet my child who is the product of that marriage, I would not be obliging. Considering the fact that she was telling everyone who would listen that Opie was cheating on her, so I'd ask her why she feels the need to visit with an adulteress who may or may not be pregnant with someone else's child. Since Opie's been cheating on her precious baby boy. Then I'd get on the phone with her myself and tell her they'd be selling cherry snow cones in hell before she's allowed on my property or around my child. Have him go visit her. You stay here. Otherwise, no, is a complete sentence. He grew up afraid of his mother. Does he really want his kid to grow up afraid of her too? That's crazy. Please let us enjoy our summer without any complaints. I don't know if this more of I'm in the wrong or MIL is in the wrong. I'm annoyed, yes, which is why I'm here. Every single time summer rolls around, we always have the kids enrolled in their summer camps. We have our weekend packed with friends for family. We always do our vacation the third week of summer break. Then a few weeks before the kids return to school, we go on another vacation with my husband's family. This year, things were thrown off from our son's soccer injury and our daughter's gym closing. That all happened in February, and since then we've still been taking the middle girls to their other activity, dance. My oldest daughter and son both wanted to take a break for a while, and myself and my husband decided to give them the summer off, which they are fine with. Emile wants to do more with the kids, mainly going away for a night or two with them. She asked what my plans were, and I told her I hadn't really organized anything. She then asked if she could take some of the older children away with her. I told her it was up to them, and my kids have said no for the time being. She keeps asking for time with the kids, which I get it, she wants to see them, but they don't want to go on overnight trips. They want to stay home. I heard her recently telling SIL, even though it sounds like complaining, and my niece told my oldest daughter what was said, how I'm hardly doing anything with kids this summer. She's been around twice for lunch already, and by the afternoon I'm sitting down watching a movie with the kids, which shouldn't be something someone with 5 kids should be doing. She doesn't believe at all that I'm exhausted from the school year, and even on my cleaning days she believes I shouldn't be taking a break. She's also upset that I told her we would be coming on her vacation at the end of summer, but haven't made any plans yet. Mainly because I'm actually way too exhausted to do so. Every time my husband asks her to stop, she says she's just trying to help, but I won't take it. She's not trying to help. She's being judgmental. How your house runs, your kids' activities are none of her business. She's spouting off because you won't do and force your kids to do what she wants. Exactly this. My MIL goes on and on about wanting to see the grandkids. I bought her a smartphone so she can FaceTime them. She won't. She wants us to drive the kids 2 hours there and 2 hours back so the kids can sit around bored and watching TV while she forces my husband to do an entire honey-do chore list. We just sit around playing Uno and literally running in circles around their tiny living area. My 10-year-old always complains, and my toddler cries when MIL tries to hold her. Help how? By insulting my wife? There, that's the response. Time to stop her coming around for lunch. Looks like she gets the gray rock treatment from now on. Honestly, I would just stop answering the phone when she calls. No drama. Don't tell her why. Just stop answering. Let hubby handle scheduling grandparent time on the weekends. Let him tell her that sleepovers aren't going to happen because the family is too busy. No need to post a schedule for their approval. Just say, we've got family activities planned all week, but we can come for lunch next Sunday. Honestly, I think you are spending the summer in just the way you should. Resting, recharging, spending some enjoyable family time together. It sounds like you're not hustling to get all your kids to their various activities, and I bet that is much needed. My thinking on this is always that my kids won't remember if I wash the dishes after dinner or the next day, or whatever. They'll remember that we spent a lot of happy time together, and that I prioritize things like going outside to do something fun instead of, like, dusting. In your case, you are going to have a happy summer ignoring your MIL and her smack talk and hanging with your kids. That's a win. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next video.